Today in third grade, the students started the day writing poetry. They learned about the poetry genre of couplets, and they worked on them in their journals. They have a poetry journal. It has a black cover. They just got it in their bags yesterday. So we did couplet poetry today. They picked a word, then they wrote a phrase to go with that word, and then they found rhyming words to go with that word. Then they wrote that phrase on the first stanza, line of each stanza, and then they wrote an additional line where the word that ended in the second line rhymed with one of the words in their word list. And then I let them have a chance to write others on the back side if they chose to. As part of their afternoon assignments today, I've asked them to go back into their writing journals and put their name poem here in their poem book. It was from the 9th. And also go back to their Diamante poem that's in their journals and put it here, their final draft one here, in their poetry book. Again, it has a black cover and it's a small book. These are small books. Additionally, we worked, here's the homework assignments from today. Here's where I'm talking about. They're going to put their poems into their poetry book. Those are the ones I just showed. And then they're going to finish their poetry one-pager. So today we actually worked on our poem, understanding our genre of poetry, and we created a one-pager to go with it. This goes back to the web we created earlier in the week about the features of poetry, and we turned them into a one-pager. So they are only required to have the things that we wrote together that are part of poems, but then they can illustrate in any way that they want and use examples and color it in. And here's an example of a completed one-pager. Everything's lightly colored in, but the writing is very visible. Anything that's not in color has been gone over with black Sharpie, real thin black Sharpie, and nothing is left blank. And so this is a completed one-pager that's ready to be turned in, of course, with their name and number at the bottom. And that's what we did today in language arts. In math, they took a math test.